Welcome once again, my beautiful people. Welcome to IPOB Media, the place where we bring you the gospel of Biafra, the only channel where we bring you the latest, legit news, updates, information, events, trends, and everything you need to know about Biafra and our struggle for freedom. Alright, if you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss out on any of our interesting updates as it ought. And don't forget to share so that many of our brothers and sisters will get to know what is going on as regards Biafra and our struggle for freedom. Alright, share your comments in the comment section, right? So that we get to know what you think. If you have something to add, if you have something to criticize, do so, but do so in a respectable manner, right? Alright, in this video, our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa in a live call discussed, everything that will be happening when Biafra comes, right? The kind of corruption that happens in Nigeria won't be happening in Biafra, and people made calls and shared their concerns, deep concerns, and solutions we are giving, and it's a very interesting one, man. I am very, very much anticipating Biafra to come. It's going to be heaven on earth. I'm telling you the truth. It's going to be heaven on earth, where we'll be doing things more than the West, yes. Okay, Biafra is going to be the best country in the whole world. I wanted to watch this interesting video.
Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just have a question. It has to do with the issue whereby the way we experience ghost workers back home in Nigeria, whereby you have a lot of ghost workers and someone is quietly taking their money and salaries. How can your administration, or how can we, combat this issue, whereby to reduce such such life whereby people will be, these ghost workers will have hundreds and hundreds, which they lost so much money doing this. So which way do you intend to combat this issue to avert this from continuing to happen when Biafra comes?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clear.
All right. If you have followed our program, I've said that the database system will solve the crimes, will solve the problem of all these petty crimes 70%. So if you have a database system, there is no way you are going to have a ghost worker.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah,
yes.
That is true.
That solves like 70% of the problem will be solved by just that we have database, and then putting into practice controlling the detained affairs of the Biafra. That's the end of many criminalities.
Yes, definitely it will.
Yes.
Once you embark on database, it solves militants here. That is true.
Yes. And then now we have the head of our database and security system is well experienced Biafran who has presented a very powerful proposal that is mind-blowing, So we are on the right course.
Thank you so much. We're happy with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So if you want to call through the video, you are free to do that. We are taking video calls as well. Just click the video sign on Enter Biafra Channel 2 and you are going to join us, straight away. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Simon.
Good evening from here.
Today is my first time of calling. I really want to thank you for the good work we are doing together with the Biafra government in Israel.
Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Please, my Prime Minister, my question goes this way. How is this issue of money counter? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I said, how is this issue of money money counter, the counter of making fake money. How is this going to be combated in when Biafra is alright?
It is going to be combated by the Security and Mint Department of the Biafra Republic, and we are putting every measure in place to make sure that the Print and Minting Department take charge of that. You're not going to have counter money, even though we're going to have somehow cashless society and cashless economy, as the case may be. We're also going to consider those in the rural area, especially old women and all that. We're going to consider them. They're going to be cash circulation, of course. So it is going to minimize even those thinking about having a counterfeit of our Biafra money. It's not going to be possible.
Okay, thank you so much. I still have something else to say.
Go ahead.
About there is a post I came across today regarding the Sultan of Sokoto, talking about he's not going to allow the Biafra to emerge due to the oil wells he has in Biafra. Like, that is very crazy.
He cannot say that. He don't have the power to say he can't allow Biafra to go. He's not holding us.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, Mazi.
Yes, you're welcome to the program.
Okay, I'm so happy speaking to you tonight.
You're welcome. You have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
So go ahead with your question, please.
Okay. My question is, when we get there, what is the plan in making it as a plan for the infrastructure? Please, what is the plan for the infrastructure? How are they going to handle the infrastructure in Biafra land?
I don't understand. What do you mean by how do you, this is not a specific question. This is not, your question is not specific. So can it be specific? What do you mean by, do I have to start explaining to you how they are going to handle the infrastructure? That's not a specific question. If you want to know how
I'm saying is, what is the plan? What are they making? What is the plan on the infrastructure? As in, how are they going to?
I don't understand your question. How are they going to do what?
Like the building of our roads, recreational services, and other things. How are they going? How is the plan? How are we going to handle it? The people that are going to handle the work.
I still don't understand.
Handle the work.
So what exactly? How are we going to handle the work? I want you to understand that we have the inspection. We are going to have the inspection department that is going to be inspecting every infrastructural project that is being built in Biafra. Not all this kind of thing they do in Nigeria. So, if you are part of the contractors or the company is being contracted to build something, we're going to have the inspecting department that will inspect every infrastructure that is being built in Biafra to make sure that it gets up to the standard that Biafra people want. So because your question is not like very specific, I don't know how we are going to use professional to build infrastructure in Biafra land, and it is going to be supervised by another professional from a different department, which their job is to only inspect project in Biafra land. Not all this kind of thing that Soludo did, and they put sewage, to gutter, and the thing is even falling when it has not even, when the rain has not fallen, the thing is already falling, and the erosion taking them. So if that kind of project is in Biafra land, in Biafra government, we will have inspection, the people, the departments that are professional to check the quality of the materials being used, to check the lifespan of that particular project. If it is a road project, lifespan of this project, of this road project, will guarantee. And then also, we are not going to allow pothole to come to the road before we repair it. We are going to be having road maintenance every year. We are going to take a specific month of the year to have road maintenance. The road maintenance is that, I don't know where you live, but where I live here in Finland, where I live, we have road maintenance every year. So what we do is that in our expressway, every year during the summertime, depending, we are going to be putting additional, limestone, additional korota into the road, to make it that, you don't see pothole anywhere. So every year we'll add something on top of the already used road. And that's what we're going to adopt in Biafra land. Not all this kind of Nigeria system or African system where once you build road, you will use the road until the pothole is everywhere. You will be driving like this when you are, no, we're not going to allow that. It's going to be every year we put money in adding and adding the road, adding up the road and make sure that the road is like start in a higher standard, and will be supervised by professionals that will be working in a different department, which their job is to check the quality of the project and the lifespan of the project. That after the project, it will be estimated that it is going to last also years and all that. And then with the maintenance structure and the maintenance plan, that the road will be maintained every year. We are going to be maintaining this road, whether there is pothole or not. This road will be maintained every year. Have I answered your question? That's the example. I use the road as an example.
Another thing I want to say about those things. What about the illegal?
Sorry?
Illegal building. There are some illegal
There will be no. There will be no. There will be no.
Houses that are built.
There will be no illegal.
To the road. You understand? Where they're supposed to tie the road. I mean, give way to the roads. Like those illegal buildings and those buildings that are not up to the standard. So what are we going to do about it?
There will be no illegal building in Biafra territory. So every building that is not according to the plan of the Biafra, infrastructural and development department will be pulled down, and the people that own the building will be compensated by the government. So if your building is not in line with the structural development plan of the Biafra land, we're not going to destroy your building and allow you to suffer like they do in Nigeria. No, we're going to discuss it. The government is going to make a decision on that and compensate whoever the affected individual accordingly, and then carry out the project, and that's it. So going forward, first of all, we lay a very strong foundation on our sewage system. That is the most important thing. Once sewage system is done, we begin to talk about the buildings, the kind of building plan, building pattern, and the standard way of building and what we're going to do. Because we're going to have housing, government housing, very, very important to house those. Can you allow me to finish? To house those who are unable, who don't have the opportunity or the financial, capability to build their own house and all that. So government is going to provide housing for them, and those housings will be, from that time when the Biafra come, will be a very standard housing, just like you have in Europe and other developed countries. That's where we're going. All right, thank you very much for being part of the program. Some of you should be asking specific questions, not just come and talk and ask, what is an aeroplane? How is an aeroplane going to land? You just how is an aeroplane going to land? You need to apply brake before the aeroplane land. So be very specific in your question, and we have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. So try to be part of those that will ask questions today. You're welcome to the program.
Hello, good evening, Marty.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's been my first time calling you, but I've been following you a long time ago since 2019.
You're welcome to the program.
Yes. I have two questions, Marty.
Go ahead.
Also, my first question is, what would be the punishment of all these saboteurs and fallen angels in Biafra land when Biafra came?
Well, we are not...
And the second question is, like today, I checked Aloy Marcos' tweet. His tweet is different from the other barrister that called himself barrister, Caro White.
Yes.
So I want to know why their tweet is different.
Their tweet is different because they are panicking. If Mazinam cannot come out, what will be their fate? And while Aloy Ejimako is really concerned and what Mazinam cannot out, just like myself and every other person on this side. But if you watch their tweet, you find out that they are only celebrating that we are not aware that court is coming. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that something to celebrate about? And I made it very clear that none of them were aware that the court is coming. But you know, the people that are deceiving them think that they already have the information before. They don't have the information before. The same time they receive the information is the same time I received the information. So they don't need to pretend they have information like last week or something. It is not possible. But that is what they are celebrating. That it took Simon Ekpa by surprise.
That's stupidness.
Very
my second question is, those fallen angels, what will be their punishment when Biafra comes?
Yeah, that's now we are not looking at what is going to be the punishment of the people that betrayed the struggle. Let us get the freedom first, and we'll discuss that.
Martin.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Respect. Good night.
Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, I have another question I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Please, Mazi, when Biafra comes, unlike the failed Nigeria of today, where we see the police, moving with arms, the military, among the civilians, how is the police going to operate when Biafra comes?
This shows that you are not following our program every day, right?
Did you hear me?
Your question shows that you are not following our program every day. You did not watch yesterday's program. Did you?
No, I didn't watch yesterday's program.
Okay, please go and watch it. Very important. We cannot allow that, but go and watch it so you can hear how I address that particular question. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, am I speaking with the Prime Minister?
Yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening from here.
This is Simon Ekpa speaking.
Okay, you're welcome to the program.
Yes, I spoke with you. I have three questions to ask, please.
Go ahead.
I'll try to make this snappy.
Go ahead.
The first one will be on housing. The second one will be on drugs. And the third one is going to be on the margin of the country. So the first one will be.
Go ahead.
Okay, the first one, which is on housing. How is the Biafran government going to curtail the issue of how house rents will be controlled so that the Biafrans can be able to afford the rent of how much houses will be in that color? How is the government going to do that? That's the first question.
The house rent will be controlled by the people renting the house, which is the ordinary citizens. So it is going to be a collective decision of the people renting those houses. Like what we have here in Europe is that you conduct what we call some kind of feedback or research from the locals. We have to regulate the housing by the government, and the people you are electing into offices will also conduct a research to know the average income of people in Biafra land and make it to be very reasonable enough for that people can afford housing. And we're going to have category.
Okay.
I'm going to have categories.
Okay, so thank you. The second question is, like, unlike the country where I am,
yes,
when you go to their hospitals, you find out there is no, you see doctors, but you don't see like drugs. Now, if you are treated and you have been prescribed a drug to buy a drug, you go to pharmacy to buy it. You don't see the drugs in the hospitals. Now, in the issue of Biafra, how is it going to be? Are we going to take the same system, or
we are going to take exact and better system.
Okay.
It is the same system we have here. So not like when you come, you go to chemist and tell chemist to mix you drug, and the person will open one can, open another can, and bring this one, and mix. So you get headache. But no, we're not going to adopt that. We're going to adopt the same system, just what you said now, and even a better one, because we're going to take from different countries, design it to suit our own, our own country, and then also consider the fact that Africans are abusing drugs. They abuse drugs. They are drug abusers. You know, when they say you are a drug abuser, that some people think it's only when you take cocaine you abuse drug. No, when you take paracetamol more than as expected, it's also a drug. You abuse it. You have abused the drug. So we are going to have the system that you go to hospital and we have a centralized, controlled, pharmacy that will be responsible in giving drugs to people that were prescribed drug if you have a prescription. And then also you can go there, and there are drugs that are only for prescription, and there are drugs that you can buy from, the counter. So we are going to have that, exactly that same system, to reduce all those nonsense they do, that when you have a headache, you go and drink paracetamol or burana.
Without the doctor's prescription. Okay. Now, the last question I want to ask is, I want to draw attention, then you just claim me on that, the attention of Biafra. It's like when we were with our leader, Mazen Amdekan, he used to speak to us and boast and be very sure in his statement. I know categorically our leader speaks, hear from God and directly. There is no doubt about that. But when he was with us, he used to say, nobody can destroy Biafra, nobody can destroy IPOB, they have not given birth to the person, those kind of statements. Now, the question I want to ask is, he said those things with all certainty. Now, the question I want to ask is, were you working with Nnamdi Kanu or aware of those things he was saying then? Because when I see something sometimes, it seems like he was aware, you are available. I mean, can you explain to Biafrans when Nnamdi Kanu was making those statements, what were those things in his mind? Because if not because Simon today, I think IPOB is gone. So what is given the zeal to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he's making those statements? That is what I want you. Can you explain to Biafrans?
You remember when he said he went to Jerusalem and prayed for men?
Exactly.
And he said he could not find anyone.
He was saying, I need men.
Yes, and he said he could not find anyone. And he asked God that, how can he go to war with the women? And God said, when the time comes, I will send men to you. You remember?
Of course. Yes.
So, and remember that in those times, he was still saying that nobody can destroy IPOB.
Of course.
Because he has gotten that assurance from God. So, the IPOB that nobody can destroy is what you see today in autopilot and the Biafra government in Ezra.
Okay.
When Oyendu will come out, he is going to shock those who are not on this side.
Sure.
So, by every ramification, you will know that those who are actually have derailed from the goal and from the agenda of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And there is no excuse for it.
Sure.
So that is it. And then I want to inform you that I have been in different meetings strategizing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and none of the people that you see today has ever been part of that meeting with me and him.
Okay.
None of them has ever been part of any meeting that I attended with Mazen Andikan.
Okay. Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you so much. You are doing a nice one. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Thank you very much.
Yes. I want to sing for you, please, Simon, before I go. Just a minute. Just
1 minute. 1 minute. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Ndị ahụ kọrọ gị ọnụ ga-akpọ gị onye ụwa ọma. Mmadụ niile kpọrọ gasị ka gị ụwa n'ebe nwanne ha. Ndị ahụ chụpụrụ gị n'obodo gasị gị bịa bụrụ eze ha. Ndị iwe, haleluya, nke m ka mma. Ọkwa ngwara gị agwa n'afọ gbafọ. Say hallelujah, Kimokama. Thank you so much. I love you, Simon.
Thank you.
You are doing a nice job. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
We are solidly behind you. I remain Simon Ekpa's son. I always follow you and I will always love you forever. I've been removed of my duty. I was an IPO. I'm still an IPOB, but I was taking a very big position in IPOB because of this autopilot and Simon Ekpa.
Don't mind them. You are going to smile.
But I don't even.
Let me tell you. You are going to smile last. You're going to laugh last. Just watch and see.
When they were telling me Simon Ekpa has been betrayed, Simon Ekpa is this, it came to this IP, I told them the way to curtail this issue is not by fighting. When not which MF4 derailed, he started first attacking Mazen Namdekan. Namdekan did not even respond. You as our leaders, what are you learning? You don't need to be attacking this man. Just do your work. It is left for Biafran to decide, to follow what is right. I'm telling them this. If Simon Ekpa really want to destroy IPOB, I'm telling you the path he is taking is really going to succeed. Because the way you people are following him is not the best way. You can't attack him first. You don't do that. What do you learn from our leader? When which MF4 was attacking our leader, he don't even respond. Because Biafrans were eager to hear the response from our leader, but Nnamdi did not even say anything. The same thing to Simon. I remember when Simon was telling them, stop attacking me, stop attacking. Everything happened to Biafrans. Today, they are telling us that we are deceived. We are still waiting for them. You are not deceiving us. It's the thing we need to hear. That is what we are hearing from you. That's why we are following. Kudos, Simon. We love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, Vam.
PM. I wanted to ask a question that somebody already asked, but let me rephrase it.
Okay.
It was about this Nzama thing, but not this Nzama people, but in Biafra land. What measures are we going to put in place to make sure that some of these terrible, figures doesn't rear their ugly heads in Biafra land, in the future? When I talk about Nzama this time, for example, some of the zoo students were trapped in Sudan, and one of our Biafran brother who has not yet understood that he is, serving the caliphate until his eyes will be open, provided his jet planes, and immediately the government provided 1.something billion. The 1.something billion grew legs and began to walk away, and Indian Zama took it and hacked it. So what are we going to do to such Zama people that will want to hijack what the government have put in place to make things function? What are we going to do to them with their court?
I will assure you that there will be no room for Nzama. Our law, and again, I go to database system, we will lock everywhere. You can never have any Nzama room for Nzama. In fact, from the beginning, they will be thinking that it's business as usual. Let us do it. But once they become scapegoat, and few thousands of people pay the price for the beginning of Biafra, others will learn. So there will be no room for Nzama people in Biafra land. Because we are going to lock everywhere from our laws, from the beginning, So I am telling you the fact. You know, even Italy is what it is, but you know what is going on. You know, you see, once you put a very relevant laws that touches on all those loopholes that you are talking about now, it's not possible. If government release money for something, it should be accounted for. If one penny of it will be accounted for.
Exactly.
And that's what the credit database system does. So you don't release cash to people. It is going to be, transfer from bank to bank, and every penny used will be accounted for, and how the money is used and all that. So we're gonna put that in place. It's not just come and say you release 1.5 billion to do what. Right. So we are going to have those things in place. And if Biafra people are trapped anywhere, the government will provide evacuation team, just like every other nation is doing it. They don't have two heads. We have all one head. So if America can pull their people, we Biafra people can pull their people. If America uses helicopters to pull their people, we will use a helicopter to pull our people. If America uses an aeroplane to pull their people, we use an aeroplane to pull our people. So we adopt the same system and better than their own.
Correct.
So whatever America can do, we can do better. Because
yes, thank you for making it to this point. We appreciate you. All right, we want to see your thoughts in the comment section. Tell us what you think. If you have something to add, if you have something to criticize, please do so in a respectable manner, right? As this is a lovely and peaceful community. All right, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. Click on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss out on any of our videos. And also don't forget to share on several of your social media platforms so that these videos will go viral and our brothers and sisters will get to know what is going on. Thank you very much. God bless you.